Hello, it's a lovely morning, just arriving at the park. My first stop, of course, is going to be a swan's nest. So far it's looking really quiet this morning. That's got to be a good sign. It's not that early, 20 to 8. So there are quite a few admirers there already, but both swans were staying firmly in a seated position, so maybe we'll double back again when we get to the other side of the hall. But for now, gotta keep moving. I love the hedge parsley. They do cut it down later on, but they let it flower first for the insects, I guess. Lovely, it reminds me of when I was a kid. We've got hawthorn flowering. I love the hawthorns. Beautiful. So here on the horizon, I'll focus in a moment, you can see the City of London, the Shard. Sono hono dai wa nan desu ka? Sono hono dai wa nan desu ka? Ku desu ka? Guidebook desu ka? Guidebook means guidebook. Don't you just love Japanese? Completely the same as English, really, isn't it? And if you believe that, well, let's go up the hill towards the hall a different way this morning and snake back to the nest. The City of London seems to be in a completely different direction. But of course it's just the strange shape of the park is confusing me. Now I'm heading down the other side of the hill where the hall stands. The hall is in the middle of the park, more or less. Well, south of the middle, but at the highest point. Still nothing to see. I sort of take a bit of comfort. I think that's Schadenfreude in Japanese. That one of the ladies with quite a big camera who was there 15 minutes ago when I first arrived is still there. So that suggests Mrs. Swan hasn't been up on her feet or, showing us a bit of the underwing so far. So I don't think I've missed much. Asakusa ni sunderu totachi. Asakusa ni sunderu totachi. Means people living in Osaka, or at least it did before I mangled it up. Now for the downhill whoosh. Feel the wind rushing at this high speed through my increasingly flowing lockdown locks. I'm normally cursing the aeroplanes whenever I try and film in this park because sometimes it's virtually impossible. You've got maybe a 40-second gap between planes to say something. But now it's such a rare sight, I feel obliged to give you a few special shots and to pump up the sound. Now, the Canada geese are always pretty noisy, but perhaps there's a bit of mating going on there. Or are they saying, at last, what took you so long? Forget those swans, give us a bit of love. Now that was worth the wait.